Hello guys, Lit here. So this is 100% daily farms, and usually people will do either skittering or definer, but the price of scarabs is not really that good at this point, so skittering kinda not really worth doing that much. It will worth a lot more on the early league, but at the end of the league like this, definer is usually perform better. So we're going to use the definer delirium orbs, which is going to give you stack decks. And this strat will require you to have a pretty good character because we will do 100% daily. You don't have to, you can go for like 80, something like that, that's fine. But 100% daily is a lot more effective in terms of like costs. So for the maps, we're going to run a mirage map. And I'm looking for 80% quant, 30% pack size. And then we're going to put 5 delirium orbs on it, in this case, definer delirium orbs. And for the map itself, I'm running it on strand. You can run it on any map that you want. It doesn't really matter because we are not chasing with the deliriums since we are using the orbs. And for the scarabs, we're going to use delirium scarab of mania. This is going to make the delirium's reward feel faster, and it's basically going to give you more stack decks. And we're going to use 2 of them. And the next card is Horn Scarab Awakening because we are using Mirage map. So Horn of Awakening makes sense because you can have 2 set of invitation bosses. You can get Maven Chisel 2 times. And the next I'm going to use a Beyond Scrap of Resurgence. It's going to make every time you get a Beyond bosses, you will get more than 1 Beyond bosses. And this is a little bit counterintuitive with how usually people do Delirium farming because usually you will not want the unique bosses. So basically when I tried out, if I'm doing the Beyond with the boss or not boss, the difference in like the Delirium reward is like 1. It's not that big of a deal. So with Beyond Scarab of Resurgence, we got more chance to get the volatile orbs, drop a lot more often from the Beyond bosses. So that's the reason why I'm going for Beyond Scarab of Resurgence, because based on my testing, it's just more profitable from the side point of the volatile orb, because you get significantly more volatile orbs with Beyond Scarab of Resurgence. And then Delirium Scrap of Neurosis is the last one. It's going to make you're going to encounter both of the Delirium bosses. Delirium bosses same with the Beyond bosses. They have more chances for you to get the refracting fog. The refracting fog, I think the price actually go down when I'm testing it. Before I think it's spiked up to like 400, 500, something like that, but now it's go back down to like around 200, which is fine. Refracting fog is also the other target that we are trying to get because we are using Mirage map. So we have the full area of the Mirage to get all the bosses from Deliriums and beyond. And if you do not want to use the last 2 scarabs, let's say that you don't really want to farm beyond bosses, you can actually go with something like Monster Lineage. You will probably can push like 1 more reward. That's like 25 more stack decks per maps, which is a decent amount, and you probably can squeeze out like few different there. As for the passive tree, this is the passive tree I'm using. We are taking a shrine. The shrine node will give you basically more magic monster. That's why I'm only taking this node, but not this node. But you can also take this node if you want to. This give you like more character power. And we also have like small additional shrine node over here. And then because we are using Mirage map, obviously we're going to go with Heist. Heist is a really good currency if you do the Mirage map. The blueprint with experimental items and only currency and scarabs, both of them is still quite expensive. And then I'm using rituals. This is, we're not doing the ritual, we just want this monster that spawned from the ritual. It's just extra monster inside the maps. And then for the Beyond node, I'm taking all the Beyond up to here to get like more chances to get 10 the currency. This one to extract Beyond, and this one to make the Beyond bosses spawn more often. And this just to get you more chances to get the unique boss from the daily. And this one will give you a daily reward +1 every time you kill the map bosses. So ideally you want to do the map boss at the end, because daily reward basically it's getting harder and harder to fill the higher the stack goes. So when you already reach something like 16, 17, you go to the bosses, you kill the bosses, you get another +1. So you want to do the map boss at the end. And this is not to get more monster basically. And also I'm doing blue altars. You can also do red altars. The altar itself, the option doesn't really matter, but you do get quite a lot of altar monsters. So you do want all these small nodes that give you more the pack size of the other mobs, because all that monster will help you get a higher stack of the deliriums. So that is the patch that I'm using. So I'm doing 50 maps. And this is basically the result of it. So we got a lot of stack decks. Maven is from the Awakening. We got quite a lot of chisel and some currency. We got some divine orb here and there. We got decent amount of refracting. We got 24. Volatile orb is a little bit unlucky. We only got like 16. I think you should get more than this, but I think 16 is still pretty good. We got some black barrier. We don't get a lot of coin though. I think we only get like 2 coin, which is kind of sad. And I also got like some scarabs, but I do not count the scarab as a profit because you don't get that much of them unless you do this getting delirium orbs. So this is all the reward. I basically input all of them, and we are at 179 divine profit. And the profit has gone down quite a lot. I do this like in the last few days. And the reason for the profit go down is because of the price of the divine daily orb goes up. And there's a way to mitigate this is when I want to reduce the cost for the daily orbs is I will buy a cheap daily orbs and I will use harvest to convert that. So what I usually do, I will convert everything to either currency, diviner or skittering. Diviner is pretty rare to get, and I will sell the skittering and currency back, and I will keep the diviner. And that usually reduces the cost by quite a bit. But it does require you to do the harvest transmit. And the T60 Mirage map is 60C, and the Horn of Awakening is still around 100, 120C, something like that. It's go up and down depending on the time of the day because we already at the end of the league, so the number of player playing is not that high anymore. So the market move up and down a lot more. And the Delirium Mania, Resurgence, and Necrosis, 3 of them, these 3 scarab is super cheap, so I just put them 1 chaos there. So my average map time is 5 minutes, is around like 4 minutes something, but I just round them up to 5 minutes. We are at 42.98, so it's like for 43 divine per hour, which is still pretty good, and 3.5 divine per map is a very decent amount. And the nice thing about this strat is the stack deck, which is like a big chunk of the profit. This is a very stable currency, and especially at the end of the league like this, the price of stack deck is very stable because if it's go too cheap, you can just open it yourself and you get more reward from that. And usually this will only go up at the end of the league because people have the currency to throw away, so they will buy this and they will gamble it. It's a very different scenario with the like early or mid league. Volatile orbs also kind of go down a bit. I think yesterday it's like 600, so the market does move quite a lot. So probably a lot of people doing this kind of strat, so there's a lot of supply of the volatile orbs maybe. So some of the items here does go down in price, but I don't think it will go down that much. Like volatile orbs is something that people are going to use at the end of the league. Like refracting fog is still a very useful item, so it's still going to have like decent price. And yeah, I think that's it about the strategy. It's a pretty good strategy. It's a very stable if you can do the 100% daily, because 100% daily is quite hard. You will need a build that able to do that, but the result is also not that bad. It's just a matter of like how fast you can go on the maps. So as usual, if you guys have any questions, just leave in the comment below. And I also launched the membership for the channel. I don't really have any exclusive perk or like merch or anything like that, but if you want to support me, that will help me sustain myself so I can keep making content. So if you want to support me, check it out. And thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.